welcome to That's Not News, a show where myself and Joe Thompson talk about the biggest news headlines and stories from around the world. Last 7 days on the internet. What are we talking about this week?
We've got the Winter Olympics.
Go on. Have you watched any of it?
I haven't watched a single minute of it, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
We're talking about KFC and the chicken shortage. People aren't happy. And we're talking about YouTube's latest gaffe. They keep doing it over and over and over again.
Is this the beginning of the end for YouTube?
Find out later.
Last week we asked you to put The Incredibles 2 into either the Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame, and unsurprisingly you put it into the Hall of Fame. 88%.
That's absolutely mental numbers.
That's nearly a stonking result for The Incredibles.
That's nearly John Babb levels of numbers. Seriously, I mean, what do we call that extra area? We've got the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Shame, and now we've got the Hall of Babb, or Babb's column, where if
Babb's
you score...
column. Have you ever seen Babb's column?
I haven't seen Babb's column, but I reckon it's absolutely glorious. But effectively, if you get kind of like 95% upwards, I think he scored 96%. So I think if you get 95% upwards, you go in the Hall of Babs, which is pretty impressive stuff. So unfortunate not to go in there this time in The Incredibles with 88%, but still a high score. This time, we are talking about the Winter Olympics.
Ooh.
Have you been watching any of it? I haven't watched a single minute of it.
I watched a little bit. I haven't sat down to consume it. It's just kind of been on.
Yeah, it's dead.
It's
boring, man.
I just don't care.
Well, a lot of people wanted us to include this because of a clip involving a woman called Liz Swaney.
Swainers?
Now, if you don't know who Liz Swaney is, she's actually just a normal person.
Well, as opposed to what, a robot?
No, as opposed to an Olympian. She's just stepped up to the plate.
What do you mean?
I'm not joking, mate. In the kind of the half pipe ski. She's never done it before. Not done any practice. Yeah. They've just chucked her in because they needed a contestant. All she's done is...
What do you mean? It's not Saturday Night TV.
I know, mate. It's really... This is effectively The Jump gone international. Mate, she effectively skis down and just goes like this. Just goes up and down, and then skis off, bro. She got the lowest score in Olympics history, finished dead bottom.
What do you mean? There's got to be more context to this.
There is a bit more context. Let's roll the VT first, though, so you guys at home know what we're talking about.
Trying to get into this right wall for a nice, just getting up to the top of the wall, going for these grabs, the safety grab you see there, and then opting for another, just cruising up.
So, we just watched the video. How has she become an Olympian?
She has gamed the system.
What do you mean?
I didn't think it was possible with Olympics, but she's found a way. This is a Harvard graduate who works in Silicon Valley. She's as American as they come, effectively, but I think she's got a couple of Hungarian grandparents. So she is representing Hungary.
She is representing Hungary. Ugh. Idiot.
She wanted to go to the Winter Olympics and she found a way. Basically, she picked the event with the least people in it possible that are actually good. All you've got to do to qualify for the Olympics in the half-pipe ski is consistently finish in the top 30 women in the world to do it. And there aren't even 30 competitors. So she guaranteed herself a top 30 finish just by turning up.
Well,
and because she's gone for Hungarian nationality, the Americans could only send 4 people. There are Americans qualifying with 72 points. She got 31.
Well, I think fair play to her.
You think fair play? I think she's gamed the system. I think this is taking the piss out of the Olympics. I think this brings the Olympics into disrepute.
Well, I can definitely see your argument there, but at the same time, she will die knowing that she is an Olympian.
She will die, but...
It's a bit harsh.
She will definitely die.
The competition's also dying. This is like This is like Eddie the Eagle on crack cocaine. It's an absolute shambles.
For the record, Eddie Eagle was never on crack cocaine.
No, but this woman, all she can do is ski, and because there is a loophole in the system, she's now an Olympian. Yes. These are people that train for years and years and years to get into this position. It's unbelievable that she's just able to sneak her way in the back door like a snake.
I'm a slithery little sneaky snake. I'm so slithery and sneaky because I'm a snake.
Pathetic.
You know, so
I actually don't like Liz Swaney.
So are we sticking her in the Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame? Let us know by voting in the poll there. Has she done a good thing? Is she going to the Hall of Fame? Or has she gamed the system and diminished the prestigious sport of half-pipe skiing?
Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame.
Let us know up there. Okay, so our next story comes from England, the UK, KFC. Joe, have you heard about this? Should we explain what's happening?
Mate. Explain what's happened to the people.
Okay, basically, a load of fatties have got their knickers in a twist over KFC not being readily available to them at their local chains. Basically, KFC have changed supplier, which means that they have not got their deliveries of chicken that they were hoping for. So about 700 of their different shops have had to close.
For one day only.
Mental, all right? And it's like the country has lost their shit.
Literally lost their shit. This is front page news of major newspapers. This was on Good Morning Britain prime time in the morning slot.
Front page of the Sun.
There's
Chicken chaos.
There's £8,000 bids on KFC meal deals on eBay. 34 bidders.
I think we should actually take this to a bit of a serious note. Like, there is so many serious topics that this country should be discussing at this moment in time. And yet, us as a people are discussing KFC.
Mate, we are sat on a news show discussing it as
well. This isn't a news show. This is a...
opinion show.
Opinion show, yeah. And our opinion is that it's an absolute shambles that this is front page news and that this is news. This is deemed newsworthy.
I know. I mean, if you haven't seen it already, make sure you check out that one woman's reaction as well to the news that KFC is closed.
Surely she's been paid by someone to do
that. She hasn't,
that.
mate. Watch this video.
You know what I mean? It's like a cast of Jeremy Kyle. Mental.
Obviously, I tried 2 places and they were closed. Absolutely gutted. Well, will I get a free rice box then for coming down? Because I've had to go to Burger King. I've been twice to Burger King in Milan.
So there you go. One woman's lost their shit. You can't get a bargain bucket for love nor money.
Who cares though?
Let us know in the comments below. Has this country gone to shit? Let us know in the comments below.
I do miss KFC though. We haven't even mentioned the fact Stormzy was giving it big times on the Brits last night.
It should be. Do you know what's so amazing about what Stormzy did, right? Is this is a guy, right? This is the peak of his career. Like this is a moment in this guy's life, and he's taken his opportunity with the platform he has built for himself. He is talking about social issues.
I know.
Unbelievable. And yet Fat Betty in her car talking about she can't get a bargain bucket, and that's what's made front page news. It's twisted.
I know. When I was watching Stormzy before, I couldn't stop thinking, he's doing well to sing in the rain. Like that.
You know what I was thinking about as well is like that equipment must be good if that's been able to like still work.
I know. We haven't had a working mic at Football Daily for about 6 months. Yeah, Stormzy's in the middle of
anyway,
a shower.
Surely Stormzy's our hero of the week.
Yeah, Stormzy, king of the internet, KFC and everybody who's been moaning, whackers of the internet.
Yeah, but big up Stormzy. So our final story is YouTube, and they seem to be, how can I put it, almost imploding.
Yeah, they are having a nightmare. If you haven't seen over the last few days, they basically got shut down because they accidentally put the #1 trending video on YouTube as a conspiracy theory about the Florida shooting, basically saying that some of the kids involved were actors. This went to the #1 trending slot on YouTube, probably 2 to 3 weeks after, in fact maybe even a couple of months now, after they also put Logan Paul in a forest with a dead bloke hanging from a tree as a #1 trending video on YouTube. Basically, the trending platform is fucked. I don't know how they fix it. What's your opinion on the topic, David?
Okay.
What's going on with the trending page?
So there's a few things. Okay, if it's going to be a trending page and it is purely algorithm-led, that's fair enough, because then it would literally be whatever the 10 most trending videos are for that 24-hour period, that would be one boom boom. Boom boom boom. That's fair enough.
But it can't be like that.
The problem is, it's clearly human aggregated. Like there is a human there going, okay, that is a trending video in my eyes. So this is where it falls down, and this is where this is the big issue here. As I said, if it was just almost like the chart show of 24 hours, like there would be a way of kind of putting some kind of structure to it, so it wouldn't just be the most viewed. Maybe it's got to be a level of engagement, likes, etc. But whatever that is, whatever that
the true trending page.
Yeah. Whatever that formula is, then that would be in black and white. So if you hit that criteria, you'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. However, we know this is not the case.
There's videos on the trending page with 16,000 views,
which is mental, which clearly indicates that it has been aggregated by like a person. This is not a computer.
Has to have been. And
which
also,
is where the bigger issue comes now, where they're, you know, clearly a human has put that at that #1 trending video.
And also, you can tell because consistently it's the same creators that get put towards the top, and they don't make the most trending content. They make the content that is the most sellable or is the most ad-driven, in my opinion. Vloggers and Viners are consistently at #1 and #2.
And the Barcelona channel, that seems to always be on there.
Barcelona channel's always up there. The NFL network is always up there. It's almost like there are major networks behind the scenes paying YouTube to put
Jimmy
them towards
Fallon,
the
Jimmy
top.
Kimmel, always on there.
It's incredible. I don't
like he needs YouTube pushing. You know what I mean?
So what do you think the problem is with YouTube at the moment?
Look, it's clearly in a time of transition. I've been doing YouTube videos for eight and a half years. So I wouldn't say I've been there from the start, but I've been on this platform a long time.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
It's constantly changing, it's constantly evolving. The biggest fault I can see with YouTube at the moment is the lack of communication.
Yeah.
The lack of one rule for this person, another rule for someone else. That is the biggest frustration, I think, for many creators on the platform. As we were talking about, like what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, where if you're Logan Paul, you seem to get this treatment, whereas if you're someone like Rob Dyke, who I don't know if you guys know, he has an awesome channel. Might be a link in the description if we bother to put that in. Like he makes awesome kind of like twisted kind of like it's a little bit darker, but it's the same subject matter to an extent than what Logan Paul was talking about. But because he's Logan Paul, he gets this treatment, he gets the front page, etc., etc. Whereas Rob Dyke cannot get a cent of AdSense served on his content. That to me is the biggest fault of YouTube. For about the last 5 years. It's the lack of communication. One rule for Jimmy Kimmel, another rule for
Philip DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco.
It's really, really weird. Obviously, Casey Neistat did a video with the head of business for YouTube. I didn't think it was great. I don't think he revealed too much in it at all. I thought it was pretty bland in terms of his answers.
Wasn't it? It was a PR,
definitely a bit of a PR stunt. I don't think it was Casey's fault. I think he definitely tried his best, but obviously he was well PR'd up. There was nothing he was going to say that was even going to be remotely controversial. But in my opinion, YouTube needs to sort it out and needs to start communicating, because the platform will go to and it will go to shit quickly. But what's your opinion on YouTube, on the trending page? How do you guys think YouTube decide what goes to #1 on trending? Because there is no way it's actually done on views and engagement.
And it's also no way will this video ever get there either.
No chance. If this does 5,000 views, I'll be happy.
There you go. So that's all news. Thank you so much for watching. We really cannot thank you enough, honestly. We're at what, 12,000 subscribers now?
Yeah, keep growing, keep growing.
We appreciate every single one of you guys. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Make sure you vote in the poll there if you do ever to stick Joe or the Winter Olympics into the Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame.
Yeah, and there was a double upload of You Know Nothing this week, 2 quizzes, so make sure you go and check both of them out.
Both of them.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you later.
Peace.